The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Alrighty. So, this is the Evo 8 belt that is the right size for the Hyundai Kia head swap. But in truth, it is wrong, because this cam sprocket here, the teeth of this match up with this Evo 8 belt, right? So to have the right cam sprockets, I went and found the right teeth, the right size, the right thing for this, but it's offset from the bolt is different than the correct one. Hold on. Which is this guy. It's offset. It's almost, maybe you can see right there. There. It's almost center. Just a little bit off of center. It's looking like it's a little more back than it is forward when you set it in correctly. And they're very, very, very similar. This is almost the same size, but the teeth are different. So the belt doesn't fit. The Hyundai Kia belt fits on the teeth, but because of the oil, oh, that is the heck. This oil sprocket, oil pump sprocket, is in a different location for the Hyundai Kia, which I've gone over. It's a little up here, so the belt doesn't have to quite go as long. So I have to figure out the belt still, but I'm going to be changing this gear and this gear so that it messes up with this and the teeth, and I'll just be replacing that, putting it up there, obviously the way it's supposed to be. So right now I'm going about just pulling it apart, because obviously this, as well as the timing, because the timing, which I learned 2 to 1, that mark means nothing. What you're looking for is in Hall, which you cannot see because it's dark in here. Alright, well, hold on. Give me a minute. Alright, not a little overkill. This is, get it all lit up. This timing mark here. No. And here. These guys, this has got a weighted guy that you, once you unrelease the tension of this, it's really easy to get it back into place, because you just twist it and you'll feel the weight, counterbalance weight, shift it out of position or make sure that it's locked in. You've got a little wiggle left to right, but in truth you feel it. As soon as you spin this a couple times, you figure it out in 3 turns which is the right way to do it. This guy marked off up in here, there is a little tiny little arrow in here. I'm trying to get my finger out of the way, but underneath that 7-bolt there, that little arrow designates with that. The guy who helped me with the timing put all this blue everywhere, but it's all going to be essentially incorrect, because I'll be replacing this. It's called a sprocket or a gear. I like sprocket because those are cam sprockets up there. So this is a gear sprocket because it's all in one. So this guy here and this guy here, I'm replacing so that it can fit the Hyundai Kia belt. And hopefully that the timing and all of that will be fine, and obviously we're hoping, well, we know that the bolt should be able to fit 1, 2, 3, 4 on this guy. It should do the same on the other. I'll have to reset the tension on this and put the pin in there. Awesome. But I mean, that's the only way to do it. So I got to pull it off and put it into a C-clamp and then replace these 2 guys. I mean, if there were a way that I could figure out getting it down in here, would be nice, but I don't see putting a C guy in here unless I pull this guy, maybe use this and the bottom lip over here with the C clamp but it would probably, actually right up under here looks like a nice spot. I could feel a nice flat spot, but no one wants to damage your pan, and that's kind of stupid anyways. So in truth, you know, the right way to do it, take it out, redo this real slow, twist, and then pin it, that pin there, that hole there, and then reset this guy up. But for right now, I've just made a little X up here, and then I'm going to undo these bolts to replace the cam sprockets. And then, of course, once the belt tension's off, well, you know what, actually, probably a good idea to break this guy loose, then do those guys. That way, I can just pull the belt down, use the tension right now to undo these bolts, especially the tension and this zip tied up here. It should be enough to break this guy, and this will be easy enough. We just gotta hope that everything all works out, and then I gotta remeasure for a belt, because I mean, this is the wrong tooth but the right length. So if I can find a belt with the right teeth and this length, it would be perfect. And it is so tight. I mean, the belt deflection is negligible, if any. I mean, with this belt, I watched them put it on. It was not easy, and I'm hoping that belt with the right teeth and the right gear cogs, it'll all go together nicely, and then cover it and start thinking about putting it in the engine bay. We will see. Well, I'll show you my progress at least.